Hello, everyone. I'm Caroline Berger, and this is my freshman year in review. So, I just want to use this video not only as a required assignment, but actually just as a gift to myself to take a step back, take a deep breath, and just reflect on the transformative year I just experienced. So wow, first year of college. It has been informative, it has been hard, it has been fun, and it has been amazing. So many things to get used to. The studio lifestyle and just getting adjusted to college life, to life being a DAP student, is very new, and it can be really intimidating at times. But meeting new people and trying new things and getting to do new experiences has just been really fruitful. I'm super ambitious, and I just found myself diving into everything that life had to throw at me this past year. I've gotten to participate in and experience so much, so I think I really made the most of the start of my college career. In terms of growth and accountability, I leaned heavily on my family, my friends, and most importantly, my faith to keep me grounded and focused on my true goals in life. Academically, I leaned heavily on my classmates, my professors, and my advisors to guide me through challenges and to receive frequent critique from. I often found myself reaching out with questions to professors and advisors to make sure I clearly understood all expectations and schedules regarding classes and projects. I really enjoyed just meeting with my academic advisor often just to kind of sit down and make sure I'm on the right track. I found that really helpful with just my mindset and the way that I'm organized. Yeah, I plan on using these same resources to continue to ensure a steady growth and keep myself accountable using and utilizing these resources. My professors, classmates, friends and family, just everyone who surrounds me at UC, I'm going to try and use them to my benefit, honestly. So as I said earlier, pretty much dove into this first year. I got involved in the University Roundtable, which was the first honors experience I did, which was really great in, just exposing myself to different types of leadership and opportunities that UC had to offer. I also got into A Moment of Magic, Enable UC. I became a DAP ambassador. I'm in Mentors and Muses, which is an industrial design program. Catholic Bearcat. I played 2 intramural sports. I just got accepted into Next Innovation Scholars, and I'm also in the honors program, as you know by this video. I just kept myself super busy. On top of that, taking a full course load, spending at times 40 hours a week in my studio, just putting in the work. So I worked really hard this year, and it's really paid off. I think there was so much character growth this year, and I'm excited to see what the next 4 years have to offer. Things weren't always easy, though. I faced homesickness, anxiety, stress, some late nights at DAP, and other struggles, but I feel that these roadblocks are incomparable compared to the amount of progress and experiences I had that inevitably brought new passions, relationships, and happiness with it. I learned so much from my professors, from my new friends, from my classmates, both about industrial design, but also just about college and about life in general. Just learning who I am as a person, who I want to be as a person, and how I can continue to better myself. So when I found myself in these hard moments, though, focusing on the good moments was how I kind of kept myself resilient, as well as leaning on the resources that I had mentioned earlier. Some weeks were just hard. In terms of resilience, again, learning how to receive critique is a really big part of my field, and learning not to take things personally, to always try my hardest and to try again when I don't receive a good critique or when I make something that's not my best work. Learning to not be afraid to do things over, and learning that when somebody calls out your mistakes, that's a gift to you, that you should receive that as saying, wow, you're my peer or you're my professor and you care about me and my growth enough to offer me this help. So thank you for that. So even if that means putting in extra hours, inevitably it'll make you a better person, a better student, which is how I found myself getting involved that way. Again, resilience in terms of campus life. As I mentioned earlier, tried so many new things and not always being good at them. I mentioned intramural sports. Yeah, I joined an intramural basketball team through my church, and let's just say I touched the ball a few number of times, but it was so fun, and I just learned how to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah, that was outside of my comfort zone for sure, but I learned a lot about myself, and how to just kind of laugh at myself and just be joyful, be in the moment. And that was actually just a really random way of how I learned how to do that. I also learned how to take care of myself and how important that is. Learning how important it is to just rest and slow down. That's so important. And I feel like it's not talked about enough, especially in college, at least in my experience. I just work so hard and I burn myself out. And I'm finally learning how to allow myself to take time, because you can't just keep going without letting yourself stop and take a minute. To finish my year, I was accepted into Next Innovation Scholars, which I mentioned, which is such a big and beautiful capstone to my freshman year, ending my significant beginning, ending my year with a very significant beginning for both my academic and professional career. So I'm really looking forward to getting involved with NIS. And I just want to end with saying, ironically, I spent a lot of time learning that life is so much more than school. And college is so much more than classes. It's an experience. My worth is not in being a student. My identity is not in being a student, but rather I just want to embrace this time and this vocation I have to be a student. But that life is so much more than my grades. Yeah, so thank you for watching this, and I hope you're going to be able to join me for the next 4 years in review. Thank you.